children of God, talk about it. Appreciate y'all and all the likes and the shares and the comments. You guys are definitely stepping your game up, being the soul tribe that y'all are. So, with that being said, I'm stepping my game up as well. Got a lot of great content coming your way. Understand, whenever you see me not posting videos, I'm doing more work in the background than I'm doing in the forefront. But with that being said, let's talk about it. They hate the fact that you're just divinely attractive. You know what I mean? They hate that you're gorgeous, sis. They hate it. They hate that you're fine as wine, double time. Fine as wine out here, looking good. Some of y'all been detoxing, posting up your pictures on your community tabs. Got that body snatched. Now, I'm not sure, what I'm saying, about the snatch, but the bodies are snatched. You know what I mean? Waistline is, ladies looking good, Fellas, you're handsome, man. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing else for you. You're a whole man. You already know. You don't need me, another whole man, to be telling you any details. Of course, I'm going to speak to the ladies. You be hitting the gym. I'll give you the basics. We're out here hitting the gym. We're building our businesses. Or if we're working in a way to where we have plenty of time for ourselves. We're paving the way and being leaders, being a beacon of stability and truth teller. And women can't get enough of you. And that's the reason why a lot of the hate comes. It's because of the way you look. You guys do me a favor, smash that like button. If you're coming in from the shorts feed, tap those three buttons or three little dots in the top right corner and you'll see it. But man, that's the reason why they hate, because they feel like you're just too attractive and they can't stand it. It's like there's got to be a flaw. And if there isn't, we're going to make one up. I'm telling you, man. That's why I get on here, because we all understand this, but we need reassurance from other chosen ones that we're not the only one going through it. It's like, I know this is my movie, but there has to be a reflection of myself, one or two at least, going through the same thing. Reflection, understand something, this kind of stuff. Look at dog. A little dog, I love dogs. Understand this being my podcast type of stuff. But not podcast, but my members only type of stuff. Look, man, we're all our own universes, right? Y'all know that. So, of course, there's going to be another universe out there just like yours. You know what I mean? Multiverse going on out here. And one of these multiverse versions of you be walking around, So they're out there. The problem is there's just a lot of observer spirits, and low vibrational creatures that have been taken over by the devil himself, Satan. And they don't know any better because, unfortunately for us, I'm not going to say them because they're grown at this point. They don't know how to handle their feelings. They weren't raised well. They weren't raised to know how to control their emotions. So they got to project on people they don't know. It is what it is. But it's really, to break it down, past personality that you have going on, past your ambition and drive to always get where you're going. It's just the fact that you're attractive. Point blank, period. It's just the fact that you're attractive. When you're attractive on a level that you are, no one to your face will ever say anything because they know they look like a damn fool. But when they can be a keyboard warrior or hide behind a screen, that courage comes out like a lion. And they feel so strong and bold to try to express their frustrations at you because of how God blessed you in the way that you look. Now, understand something. The blessing in the way that you look, you're obviously taking care of yourself and whatnot, but it's heightened due to all of the negativity and the haters that are trying to send energy your way to try to make you look bad. It makes you look better. That's the curse on them whenever they look, because you're not even thinking about it, but they're looking at your looks and they're mad and they're trying to do, and then you just keep waking up and your face is clear and clear. And you're like, I got some haters out there trying to send it, but it don't really matter. God transmutes the energy. You want to know how he does it? Again, this be on the members type of stuff, but you just let them know. Anybody sending hate my way, make me more handsome, make me more beautiful. Yeah, that's how the world works. Whatever you put and speak into the ether, it shall be. And these people can't stand that God made you look the way that you do. It really boils down to looks. I'm telling you, all the other stuff, it bothers them as well. But they can mimic that. But your looks, they can't mimic. They can mimic everything else. Monkey see, monkey do. Man, I messed up some tarot readers back in the day saying that a year ago. They never forgot it. Kept saying it over and over and over. Monkey see, monkey do. But they can mimic everything else. And you got to understand, some people out there mimic you, excuse me, because it makes them feel like, okay, they don't know it's the devil in them. But when they mimic you, they're like, okay, this person ain't that special. Look, I can do what they do. See, it's a way to try to, diminish the gift that God gave you. Now, they didn't come up with whatever it is, but they think by being able to mimic it like a monkey can, then that makes them special as well. See, that's why they love for you to get online and tell all your business and, show them how you dress and all everything so they can try to mimic it. But if you know that God made you unique, and the more they're mimicking you, trying to be like you, you notice that they're really upset with how you look. God will accentuate that look, man. Your looks are going to have to get better because you got so much stuff going on and you're so creative that you have these people eating off your plate left and right. You have people out there thinking that you're doggone Google. Seriously, you have people out there who are so freaking lazy and disgusting that they just come to you to get new ideas, like some trash. Like some trash. Would talk junk about you like crazy, but will come over to you to see what you have going on. Oh, he's doing StreamYard. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's like, just doing little goofy stuff, man. Being lazy, looking for you for ideas. And then they'll have the nerve and the audacity to think that, it's your job to give them ideas. See, this is where you got to be really careful when you have people out here. Yeah, people out here telling you what your job is as a chosen one, because they're manipulative. They want you to give everything away and so you can eat. Get your goofy ass somewhere by yourself. Go through the dark night of the soul, do some work and figure it out on your own. That's why I tone things back. When I start seeing these goofies around me, content creator wise, just eating off my plate, just, finger looking good. Good. You know what I'm saying? That nigga can cook. No, we're not doing that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. Y'all look, man, a lot of y'all watch a lot of different content creators. A lot of these people are trash, bro. I'm telling you. And the bigger they are, the more they poach ideas from smaller content creators. And the reason why they can't stand me, they probably would link up with me by now. They know that I'm going to be able to go through their catalog. I'm going to be able to tell that they're copying other people, and they know that I'll call their ass out. I don't have nothing to do with copycatting losers. That's a demon on you. You're not going to put that demon on me by association. If you're copying people, storming the internet, looking for ideas, you are the problem. You are one of the main problems, and I'm gonna do something about it. It's 2024, man. The veil has been lifted, and once I bring something up, other people notice it too. All I gotta do, bring something up, then other people be like, yeah, you know what? I think that nigga's right. I mean, he dressed kind of funny. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, having his moment. I think he's right. That boy on to something. That boy good. That boy good. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Y'all can't run around moving the way that y'all do anymore because you're ugly showing. You're trying to disguise your ugly with a bunch of clever words and trending topics. But when you break it down, you got to be like, why are you worried about this person or these people anyway? What have they done to you? Start asking the right questions instead of just listening to the babble they're giving you. It's going to sound real nice because they've sat and worked on it like a script. But whenever you start asking them questions where they have to really think, it's going to fall apart because it was a script that they memorized. No original thought. Hence the reason why I'm a problem. And God's not going to let them stop me. I'm still going to make it to the top one way or another. And then I'm going to be at the top calling out these losers that like to mimic, copy, and try to take away from people that are actually putting in the work. This is why you see certain celebrities have a look about them, because people be eating off their plate all the time. And God's like, well, I got to just splash a little bit more looks on them, because otherwise they're never going to stand out of the crowd. So God just keeps splashing more looks on you. And listen, understand something. It's a blessing when they come out here copying everything that you do, trying to get you to be buried into the crowd. You know, everyone's copying you, doggone near mimicking your titles, everything you're saying, hoping to bury you in algorithms. It's all good because God sees it and God makes you better looking. You get so, listen, y'all. I'm just being real. I'm a humble guy. I'm just gonna be real though. You get so good looking, you be looking at me like, damn, whoa. I know I'm doing some work, but it's you doing work, but it's God doing the main work, because these people out here are disgusted with how good looking you are. Ladies, you got that body right. You know what I'm saying? Your face looking good with very little to no makeup on. I know a lot of y'all are putting this fake stuff on your face to make them glow or make them shiny, but it doesn't matter. It still looks good. And you know, a lot of y'all are hitting the gym. Now, a lot of you are doing it for attention from men, or some of you are doing it because you're jealous of men going to the gym and you want to, I can do it too. It don't matter. You're still looking good. You're still looking good. And when you're looking really good, man, people will find a way to gaslight you. You know, and what I've noticed is it'll be people that will not only gaslight you, but they'll try to find, see, this is why I keep bringing this up. They'll try to find a way to make sure you see their gaslighting. Like on TikTok, a lot of my friends I had let go of, or followers, or whatever you want to call them, they would drop these videos that seemed like they were critiquing my archetype. But see, they can't just do it. They gotta be following you and you following them, so you can, you know, stumble across it. They want you to see it, right? Very petty, weird, because I'm telling you, it's your look. It's the blessings that God have given you with the way that you look. It's obviously your swag, your riz, the way you move as well, but it's your looks. What's going on, brother? What's going on? And these looks of yours, it drives people crazy. Now, the women that are into you, women, you know, flip the roles, make it apply. But the women that are into you, they love it. They can't get enough. But the females out there and the hating males, man, they're finding every way they can to try to nitpick at what, you know, society may consider to be flaws, to try to exploit those, to try to make it seem like you're this cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs type of person and that your good looks doesn't matter. Well, it's not that you're just good looking. God is also blessing you with being smarter than your enemy, being able to move in silence better than your enemy, and being able to articulate your side better than any of those clowns could. And also, they have to wait for you to post or go to work and mention things before they can even come up with anything, because they have no original thought in their head. You got to remember this. They need something to see something, hear something, monkey see, monkey do. I'm dropping gems out here today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping gems out here today. This is why these haters can't stand me, because see, when they say Neo in the Matrix and you can see the code, brothers and sisters, I'm teaching y'all how to see code right now. You know what I'm saying? There's some nuance with it, but I'm teaching you how to see code. See, the society sets up certain ways for us to act so that certain things can be looked over, and people with, you know, mischievous, you know, wicked, dark, Machiavellian, narcissistic ways can get away with things, because most people at the top are like this. They're blood sucking vultures. They don't care about anybody. But if they can make it seem like things like step on anybody to get to the top, fake it till you make it, are good things, then people like that, you know, no one notices them. But when there's people like me that can see through the matrix code that they're throwing on us, and like, no, you don't have to step on anybody to get to the top. No, you don't have to fake it till you make it. You don't have to lie to people all the time. No, these are not things you have to do. These are things that's pressed upon us to do by the powers that be, so that we're always at each other's throats and we can never really get anywhere. And also, again, they don't care about anybody, and they slaughter people all the time for, you know, money and superficial things like that. And they want us all to be soulless like them. Once you can see through all this, man, it's over. It's over. So that's what I mean by seeing code and being able to see through the matrix, your Neo. So when someone's speaking to you, or not speaking to you, let's talk about the ones that speak at you, right? For the ones that speak at you through their videos or within ear range at your job, they're saying one thing, but they're meaning another, right? They're taking jabs in a way that's concealed and cloaked with modern trendy words and terminologies and babble, right? But you can see through that babbling to what they're really saying. Just like in some cases, you'll have content creators who will claim that they're making videos where they're trying to uplift people. But if you're listening to what they're saying, they might say something like, yeah, you've really, moved forward with yourself. But then they'll overly, exploit and talk too much about how you used to be, like your old version. And it won't be the real old version of you. It'll be an old version of you from the perspective of a nosy, observing, monitoring spirit. Not even, a person that really, what I'm saying, appreciates a person that goes through a transformation and someone that evolves. No, just someone that's looking for errors in you, looking for flaws, can't find anything. So they got to resort back to an older version of you to try to remember they used to do this, or they're talking about stuff that don't matter. And this is why I want you guys to be able to notice when you have so-called friends or family or coworkers or content creators that speak like this, where they'll say something nice, but it's a backhanded compliment, saying it nicely, to where they'll follow it up with a whole bunch of talk about how bad you used to be and perceived, from people, not knowing anything as fact, just perceived, and all this other crazy stuff, right? This is how the devil works. This is what they like to do. This is the modern warfare that's going on, is spiritual, right? What they're doing is they're putting stress on your psyche with a bunch of coded double talk, to where you're kind of like, subconsciously they're saying something, but you can't quite, you know what I mean? And that's the goal. And they'll sit there for hours trying to, and this is what I keep saying. These people are suffering spiritual psychosis and psychosis. They've decided that it's more important to try to find clever ways to shade people that don't even know who they are or care about them, than to put that kind of effort into themselves. And they wonder why they're not getting better looking and they're unattractive and they're upset with the way that you look, because they're completely unattractive and ugly on the inside. That's going to manifest itself. I mean, it's an ugly thing to be doing stuff like that. It really is. So, don't act surprised, because again, you're the kind of person that you draw in the good and you draw in the bad. You draw in good people that are good hearted, but you also draw in this filth. But here's the point: you have to know how to be able to see through whatever babbling they're saying and really be able to see the code, right? It's like, oh yeah, you saying this, trying to say like, okay, you've come a long way, but you're talking too much about, where I came from. If you were really trying to be dual about it, you would speak just as long about the good as you do about, whatever I came from. But why are you even bringing up whatever, you came from anyway? That's not how, what I'm saying, you depict somebody who's grown. So you just see through all this crap that they're doing, and you're just like, y'all soul ain't right. And you see that everybody's a lot of people that's out here and then lost their mind, and they weaponize the internet and um, these new phrases and terminology that everybody's using, and really to be nosy and to project their opinions on the people, even when no one wants their opinion. They found a way to project it anyway through babbling, what I mean, without saying names direct. Just a lot of just spiritual psychosis, weirdo business, man. So when you exit the stage from this, obviously they're going to be looking at you some type of way and feel like done somebody wrong. But stepping away from everything that you see that's messy for no reason, it only helps you with your growth and with you looking better and being more attractive anyway. So they're just mad, y'all. I mean, everything that you do makes them mad. You breathing makes them mad. But definitely overall, most importantly, it's the way you look. It's just the way you look. It's nothing else. It's just the way you look. It really, Man, people are just mad because they feel like you didn't put any work into it, even though you work your butt off. But you're also blessed. It's nothing that you can really help. But before I go, I want to also say this. Now you heard me out here putting up and giving props to the women that are doing it right. For you women out there that just talk about women, knowing doggone well you have men watching as well, you should take some notes. You should take some notes. With that being said, as well, you ladies that are looking good, don't let it go to your head. Now, I'm not trying to give you a backhanded compliment. Y'all are looking very good, but don't start projecting this, my ass don't stink attitude and then wonder why you can't get a man. You're gonna have to put that ego to the side. You look good, whatever. Find a way to be humble about it, and you might have to approach a man, or you might have to actually crack a smile. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. You can look as good as you want to look, but if you have a bad attitude or you're perceived to have a bad attitude, no man is going to want to deal with you. I don't care how you look. Now that's a problem with a lot of y'all, and a lot of y'all are like, looking good or whatever, but then you're also having this attitude like you're expecting you expect for attractive, great looking men to approach you. You expect for us to drop everything that we're doing and notice you from whatever you're posting up online and become obsessed with you. We don't care. You don't understand how many other women are doing it. You don't see it. I see it. For one, I catch trends and I see patterns, but I see it. I see women competing with each other on their community tabs with a bunch of pictures of themselves, selfies, and body shots. I see all of it. I see what's going on, right? I don't know whose attention y'all are competing for, but women like to compete with each other, but they also like to compete for attention of men. If you're competing for the attention of some type of man, you might want to start approaching them, because whoever you're hoovering around, we're not looking at y'all as some lost blessing if we never even know who you are. We never really see you. I glance at whatever I see online. I don't obsess, look too hard at nothing. I don't care how good you look. You ain't my girl. You ain't my girl. I'm not in those cheeks. I don't give a crap what you look like. I glance at it and keep it trucking. It don't do me no good. You know what I'm saying? We all know that a lot of women are, kind of trifling sometimes. So some of y'all might not even be showering or whatever in those pictures before you took them. All I'm saying is this, man, it does me no good. I'm glad to see that you guys are taking care of yourselves or whatever, but I would prefer to know that y'all have your attitudes right, and you're looking approachable and also approaching men the way that y'all claim that y'all are independent and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to y'all trying to make yourselves look really good, talk about how you're celibate, this and that and the third, how you're staying home. What good is it doing you? No man knows where you're at, where your home is at. No man is going to find you in your home, and no man is going to approach you. So what is it doing? I'm actually doing stuff to put myself in position to be approached by women and to approach high level women. So I'm going to make sure I move overseas. And before I move overseas, I'm going to start, going on vacation and stuff like that. What are y'all doing to position yourselves so that you can get the men that you think that you want? You don't want to be alone. No woman does. So while you're out here doing all this posting, and also some of y'all getting upset because you don't have a man and flipping out and making a bunch of weird content about men. It is what it is. We understand, but where is it getting you? What is the end goal? Where's it gotten you so far? You know what I mean? Where has it gotten you so far? You got some more views online. Maybe you got a little more change in your pocket, but you're still alone looking at yourself in the mirror at night. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna put that out there really quickly, So as good as y'all look or whatever, you're gonna have to do something better than what you're doing. Just looking good and not putting it out there that you're looking for a man, or speaking about men in a kind of way that makes a man want to approach you. You can't be bashing men and then think, "Oh, I'm pretty, I'm still gonna get them." You don't get nothing. You're not gonna get nothing. You see what you're getting. Lonely days and lonely nights. I'm just being real with you. And none of us men in this moment are really concerned with dating. So if you can't get one of us while it's hot, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't care how good you're looking. There's a ton of y'all. There's twice as many of y'all as there is us. And all women know about makeup and filters. So, and angled shots. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? All women, no matter their size or anything, all women know about makeup, filters, the over the top filtering on some of these apps. And, what are you going to do about that? Nothing. You know what I mean? You got to do better. That's all that I'm saying. Listen, continue what y'all are doing, being great. For the most part that I know of, When men are being approached, they're being nice about it. But men are working right now, and we're not approaching. And you don't want a man that's approaching every woman he sees. Remember that. Ladies, remember, you're going to have to probably do some approaching. You're going to have to probably stop with the man bashing just because it's trendy and it's fun and it gets you views. No man wants a woman that bashes men all day online. I don't care if you're doing it for money. I don't care. There's something internalized there. There's some trauma there that needs to be worked on. So if you're online bashing men or finding a reason to bring up males and find something bad to talk about them, don't be surprised if you don't end up with the real man. You end up with some pookie, like I've said before, that's out by the crack of dawn because he's borrowing his grandma's car and she likes to go grocery shopping early. I don't have time for this kind of stuff. If y'all had real men, you wouldn't be online looking at my fine ass. I'm just being real. I'm trying to help you get towards real men, and it's got to start with dropping the ego, listening to the type of men that you like, which obviously I'm one of them. And I'm letting you got to make yourself a little bit more presentable. Stop hiding in the house if you are. And you're going to have to do some approaching, just the way it is. Or otherwise, buy another cat. Anyway, I'm going to go. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm your brother. Remember, smash that like button. Drop a comment. Whether you agree or not, I'm open to the discussion of hitting the like button and hitting the heart button. I don't care what you think. And then, you guys share the live. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I got here just a little bit too late, troll. I'm out of here. Blessings.